Hello everyone, my name is Caroline Thomas and I'm here to discuss with you all the impacts of two major technological advancements and the ways that they have affected how individuals form and withstand relationships. Throughout the past 10 years, there has been a distinct shift in the way that people reach out and connect with each other. This shift is stemming directly from the smartphone revolution, which happened in 2008 when Steve Jobs released the first iPhone. That sent off a fire to a bunch of different companies to making different variations of smartphones. There was also the Droid, a Google-based phone. Virtually they all do the same thing, but the iPhone has always stayed on top. With that being said, I have an iPhone and I use it constantly. I use it as a tool to get where I'm going with my maps. I use it to wake myself up in the morning. I use it to stay in touch with my friends. It's wonderful. But I also use it as a form of entertainment. And with that comes the introduction of social media platforms and what that brought to society. In my opinion, with social media, it created a whole new dimension within society. Because with opening up this little mini computer that you can fit in your pocket, you can go on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all of those, many more, and you can look at different profiles as well as create a profile for yourself in a way to portray yourself as you want to be seen. I find that there are many negatives and many positives within using smartphones and specifically social media, and it is very important to find moderation with that use. Moving forward, positives are out of this world. My best friend Bailey, she moved away to California her freshman year of college, and I went to Alabama. And I was really worried about not being able to stay in touch with her and know what she was up to all the time and just stay really good friends. But with Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook, I always knew what she was up to, and she was always FaceTiming me, so I was constantly looking at the pictures that she was posting on Snapchat of what she was doing every day to her fewer Instagram posts, which really summed up what her life was like in California, or what she wanted people to see it to be. And with that being said, there are many negative impacts that social media and using a smartphone can have on society. I have recognized isolation and manipulation to be the top two concepts. With isolation comes the process of getting lost in your phone. It starts with, maybe I'll just scroll through Instagram really quick and check how many likes I got in this picture. Next thing you know, you've been staring at your phone for 20 minutes and the friends that you're out to dinner with have been carrying on a whole conversation without you, and you have no idea what's going on. You completely disconnected yourself and isolated yourself from the present moment. I find that to be a huge problem because a lot of people are unaware they're doing it until they realize that they've just missed out. With manipulation comes cyberbullying. And I have never experienced cyberbullying personally, but a lot of my friends have. And just recently, it was last week, I picked up the little girl that I babysit from summer camp, and she was bawling her eyes out in my car, all upset. She wouldn't tell me what was wrong. And later on, I found out from her mom that her friends had been posting nasty comments and ugly pictures of her that they had taken and edited on, I think, Facetune. It's an app that you can download and literally edit the way somebody looks and then post it and portray yourself in a false demeanor. And she was being ultimately cyberbullied by that. And I think that it's a lot easier to cyberbully than physically bully somebody because you can just hide behind a screen and say nasty things to somebody without actually physically having to emit harm. You're still doing just as much damage as you would if you physically touch them, but you are doing it through cowardly ways behind a screen. And no way of manipulation or aggression is right, but the fact that it is so accessible through social media is really scary, and it's important that people are aware of that and know how to go about it and be careful. Moving forward and closing, I found that smartphones are amazing tools and they aid in daily life in wonderful ways. They really act as a tool to enhance and create more efficiency throughout daily life, but they are very powerful and there are negatives and positives to all things in life, and I think the main point is to find moderation within everything you do, and that's the key. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful evening.